Have you ever felt like fear was winning in your life, when the future feels uncertain? When everything seems to fall apart? And faith feels like a distant voice in a noisy world. We all face moments where fear tries to take over: fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. But what if, in those very moments, Jesus is whispering, "Have faith. I am here." This video is not just about words. It's about remembering that faith is stronger than fear. It's about rediscovering the peace that Jesus promised even when the storm rages all around us. Take a deep breath. Let's walk together through His words and see how faith over fear can change everything. Let's listen to what Jesus said about faith and fear. Matthew 8 verse 26, "Why are you afraid, O you of little faith?" Then He rose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. Even nature responds to faith. Jesus reminds us that peace comes when we trust, not when we panic. John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." His peace is not temporary, it's eternal. When fear whispers, His peace speaks louder. Mark 5 verse 36, "Do not be afraid, only believe." These 4 words are a divine command. Faith doesn't mean we don't feel fear, it means we don't bow to it. Luke 12 verse 32, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom." You are not forgotten. You are part of His kingdom. And no fear can take that away. Matthew 17 verse 20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. Even the smallest spark of faith can move mountains. Because it's not about how strong you are, but how strong your God is. Each of these verses reminds us. Fear fades when faith takes its rightful place. Now let's bring this message into our everyday lives. Imagine a storm, not outside, but inside your mind. Bills are due. Health is failing, someone you love walks away. In those moments, fear rushes in, but faith says, God hasn't left you. Faith over fear doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means believing that even when it's not fine, God is still in control. When you pray but don't see answers, that's when faith grows the most. When you walk through uncertainty, that's when trust becomes real. A faith over fear means choosing peace in chaos. It means saying, I don't know how this will end, but I know who holds my future. Just like Peter walking on water, the moment he looked at the waves, he sank, but when he looked back at Jesus, he stood. If faith doesn't remove the waves, it helps us walk through them. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe in faith, breathe out fear, let your heart rest in His presence. Hear His words echo in your soul. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You are not alone, you are loved, and you are protected. When the night feels long, faith is your candle. When life feels heavy, faith is your strength. When the road feels uncertain, faith is your guide. Remember this: fear shouts, faith whispers, but it is the whisper that carries you through. Let these words be your prayer. Lord, when fear rises, remind me that you are greater. Lord, when I cannot see, help me trust your unseen hand. Lord, teach me to rest in your peace. Faith over fear is not just a message, it's a way of living. It's how we rise when life tries to break us. It's how we shine when darkness surrounds us. Because Jesus didn't promise a life without storms, He promised His presence in the middle of them. Today, as we end this time together, let's remember a faith is not the absence of fear, it is the courage to believe in God's love despite it. If you're struggling right now, if your heart feels heavy, whisper these words: Lord, I trust you. Because faith begins with trust, and trust leads to peace. Jesus said in John 16 verse 33, in this world you will have trouble. But take heart. I have overcome the world. That is the victory of faith over fear, that is the peace that passes understanding. Let this be your closing prayer. Lord Jesus, fill my heart with faith. Help me see beyond my fear. Guide me in your peace. And let my life reflect your light. May your heart be calm. May your spirit be strong. And may you always remember, you are never alone. For the one who conquered fear walks with you.